And here we are back with Warcraft Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going up against Eyepatch. What a wonderful name, spelled this way. But yeah, I had a lot of success with this deck or group of troops right here that I made, and so we're doing another episode on that, though this one gets really close. So if you are looking to kind of shut down this army that I've selected or whatever, this is a good way to do it, right? So one of the things is going to be their footmen, right? So it's a squad of footmen. They're nice and beefy, as you'd imagine, but it kind of shuts down my low-cost armies and whatnot. So I sent a Warsong Raider, though. We're going to try to take the tower on the left while also putting pressure on the right, hopefully simultaneously. But look, their leader is Maev, or was it Maeve? I never learned how to pronounce that. And I played Warcraft 3, a little bit of Warcraft 2, maybe a short stint in World of Warcraft, but hey, they sent the Earth Elemental. That was a good chance for me to Banshee on over, and so they are going to safe pilot on my tower. I wouldn't recommend that, really, unless you had a lot of pressure. Like, if you already had a Warsong Raider or something like I'm doing, maybe send it then, but the main reason is just because the towers are extra fortified, essentially, in this season, so Season 2 right now, and so you may actually do a little bit better to put the safe pilot up where I just did. We have done a little bit of damage to Eyepatch right now. They're actually focusing on my tower, so that would, okay, finally they're kind of gonna focus on my base right there, and so they do actually get one hit on it, so we're very close to even, and I don't want that. Just in case we go into overtime and then we get to the last 10 seconds, I want to have even just a sliver more HP than they do. So let's go ahead, Will Sylvanas over here by our tower. Not going to be fully needed, although look at how quick she went down, so I guess that was a good opportunity. Although our Banshee now a little bit low on health, luckily just going up against the footmen, so we can take over one of their footmen, which obviously takes one out of the equation, and then stalls them while I, have a chance for gold, which is great because I'm a little bit maybe lower on economy than they are, and so we are sending the Warsong Raider. Unfortunately, I still have the arrow pointed this way to the right. I do want the arrow to stay to the left. I think that's what happened, right? Oh no, it got distracted by the Kobold. Okay, so that's fine. I am commentating over this in post, so we're not doing this like exactly live, which is good because I can analyze some of those things, but it makes me kind of forget, like, hey, what just happened right there? Okay, so again, the Earth Elemental right there on the left, that's just an easy steal. They kind of have to pay a decent bit of gold, but also it's a heavy hitter, right? So if we can just take that out of the equation, great, So that's where I'm going to focus my Banshee, and again, the towers are extra fortified this season, so I wasn't, particularly hoping and praying for something to happen right there substantial, but hey, we got a hit on it. That's fine. They will kind of repair over time, though, I believe, and so I'm still slightly new to the game, although I've finally been in it for almost a month now, I guess, so getting a little bit better on that front, right? But hey, they're sending those footmen again. Once again, that's the thing that's kind of tripping me up the most. And so I can safe pilot, kind of get a whole squad damage in on them, which is nice. But hey, they are beefy still. So, I'm just sort of doing what I can. The best responses that I can give to the footmen, right? I have a multitude of options. It's just try to figure out which one's the best. And so they are going to send that skeleton party there on my Griffin. Unfortunately, the Griffin, it was a good resistance to those footmen. Obviously, you go to the air, right? If the footmen can only hit ground, but then they had the skeleton party, like I said. So there's their hero. Luckily, did not take out my Banshee. That was a little bit risky, and so they are going to send the safe pilot. They're going to send everything on in there on the left side. We are now in overtime, so that gold production is going to be a little bit more crazy, and look what they're doing with it. I think that was smart of the enemy right here. Smart of me to use a Banshee right now because they are just sending everything that they can and going on that left path instead. That was a little bit tripping me up, I guess, so it's exposed. Like, I don't have an extra tower over there on the left. I didn't take theirs this game or anything, so again, they're trying to just get that little bit of damage too. I luckily have more damage on Eyepatch. It's just by a few hairs, and that is fine. That will get us the victory, so we'll see. We're going into that 15 seconds, but like I say, they are putting up that resistance, man. They tried on that front, so it was all about defending, right? Because I have the advantage on damage, I couldn't really master and overtake their offense there on that left side. I just had to straight up play defense and not take any damage, which was damn close, and I get the victory in this pretty close matchup here in PvP Bronze Spark 2 Season 2 Warcraft Rumble.